Hello and welcome to this installment of Chanka News Network. This week we got the patch notes for the mid-season reinforcements. The update has been very divisive. I think I've seen at least one person complain about each part of the patch. The changes are as follows. Ela has had 10 bullets removed from her gun. Her mine no longer stops you sprinting and you will only have a slow rotation for 4 seconds rather than 7. Ash's R4C has had a damage reduction from 41 to 39. Capital's Para has been buffed with a damage increase from 43 to 48. Twitch's shock drone has had its ammo reduced with 15 shots per drone down to 5. This one seemed to cause the most backlash, and Ubisoft released a post saying that this change was to force players to think about which equipment they would destroy rather than tagging anything they can see. Bandit has lost this extra barbed wire, giving him 2 like all other operators in the game. Legion goo mines will now refill 5 seconds faster than before, and he has an extra one. However, note that the extra one was not included in the patch notes. That was a stealth buff. The TAA has been added back into the game after it was removed so the developers could redevelop it, making it better for PC users. In bombs, if a diffuser has been planted, the timer will now switch to how long it will take for the diffuser to end. The Spectator HUD has been redesigned to make the information easier to understand. On Coastline, attackers can no longer plant outside the door, and on Theme Park the vault prompts are missing on the roof, so hopefully now it's easier to jump down and push ice cream from there. The TTS is now live with these changes and a lot more that are in the notes. As always, I'd like to know what you think about these changes. You can leave a comment below or join my Discord, and a link to that is in the description. The winner of the golden ticket competition was announced, and it caused a bit of an upset within the community. This is because the winner of the competition was Candy Explosives, a Siege streamer and leader of the gaming group Sirens. Most worryingly, I think for most people, is that she is followed on Twitter by multiple members of Ubisoft staff and the official Siege account. Most people were complaining about the lack of content with the submission, saying that the submission had no ability and no weapons provided. And I agreed with this until I looked a little bit deeper. And if you look at the post, you can see there's a bunch of pages missing, which Ubisoft just didn't publish. So it's difficult to say how much effort was put into it because we only see half, if that, of what was actually submitted. Moving on to esports news. We've had a super week with games every day for the Invitational playoffs. The following teams have qualified to go through to the Invitationals. Era, Lanchonetti, who are the ex-Pain roster, Rune Factory and Supremacy. Tomorrow, we will have the APAC playoffs. So far, only Nora Renga has been knocked out, and Mantis and Cryptic are in the losers bracket. Mindfreak are through to the final. A Brazilian commentator has said on Twitter that FaZe, Liquid, Team 1 and Fallen's Org will be coming to Siege in the next few weeks. We already know about FaZe and Liquid, but this is the first time I've heard anyone mention Team 1 or Fallen's Org. There should be an announcement on the 15th of January. The website PvP Live has started to support Siege. The site will host small tournaments on the console and will expand to PC at a later date. The tournaments will have a cash prize and free entry. This is good news for Siege as we can see you be moving, if only a small bit, away from purely ESL held tournaments. And moving into fashion news. This week we got a bunch of new cosmetics. Cav received a purple uniform with a widow themed headgear. Blackbeard had a Roman headgear and new uniform. Glass had a melted down metal mask with a new uniform, and Smoke has a new headgear which has like sealed eyes and a sealed mask with a copper look to it and a new uniform. And these 4 are supposed to represent the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The other new uniform is the Lumberjack skin for Buck. The bundle features a skin for his assault rifle with the red plaid shirt design and a uniform of him wearing the same design. I can't quite figure out what the charm is. I think it's supposed to be a happy tree stump, but as a tree stump is a tree cut in half, I don't understand why it's happy, but okay. And that's it for this week. As you may have realised, I left out the drama of King George. This is because both parties involved have already apologised and the thing was over, but people keep bringing it back up and I don't want to be involved with being the people that bring it back up once it's already settled. Just a small point I want to make is there is a reason for LATAM. Just a small point that I want to make is that there is a reason that the LATAM region is getting the giant horse whilst NA only has 1. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to let me know what you think about the patch notes, and as always, remember,
that Chanka will always stand by you.